Ooh, fan mail. Hey Peter, what makes you qualified to preview games? What? Obviously, Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Premier Picks, where we look at 5 new games coming out this week and try to find the best 2 for your hard-earned dollars. My name is Peter. I'm also a variety streamer on Twitch TV/Premier2, which you should absolutely check out. As for the games this week, there's one clear top dog and it's Monster Hunter Rise. Will any of the other 4 games be able to challenge it for the top spot? Let's take a look. First up, it is no surprise that we're going with Monster Hunter Rise, the 6th main installment in the Monster Hunter series, following Monster Hunter World's 2018 smash hit. Now look, I guess you could say I'm a fan of the series. I started back on the PS2, one of the very first titles, made my way to the PSP, and let's just say I played a little bit of Monster Hunter World. All that being said, there's a ton of things to look forward to in this game. One weapon can take you dozens of hours to master. There's tons of things to collect, to hunt, to play with your friends. This game really has it all. Can it live up to Monster Hunter World's massive success? That's what I'm looking forward to. I love the changes to the new weapons. The demo's a lot of fun, so that is available if you want to try that before you buy it, but I have some concerns. Nintendo has a really crappy online setup where it's almost exclusively Wi-Fi and no party chat. Can this game overcome that? I think so. I think this game's gonna be fantastic, and if it sucks, if this game's a major disappointment, then you can look for me and you can fight me over it. Online, Street Fighter 2, Turbo. Sonic Boom! Next up is Kaze and the Wild Masks, a 90s inspired platformer. And I gotta say, one of the awesome things about doing a show like this every week is it exposes me to games I would have otherwise never heard of. In this, you play as Kaze, a rabbit who puts on different masks that allow her to transform into animals. They have different platforming abilities. This is great. It reminds me kind of like X-Men on the Genesis, where each mutant had a different power that helped each level be approached in a different way. So this obviously appeals to me because I'm old as hell and I like old platformers, so I imagine you fall into one of 2 groups. Someone like me, who likes doing all kinds of crazy jumps and putting on stupid stuff and collecting things, or you're a furry, and damn it, just lie and say you got it for the platforming, please. Please. Next up is Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. Ooh, scary. It's from a board game in 2005 called Arkham's Horror. Gosh, I remember playing this game all the time when I had this overnight job at FedEx Kinko's. My buddy would bring it in, and instead of working, we would just play this all night. It's a great board game. Now, will it translate well into the video game world? They've made a turn-based RPG mystery solving story where you can choose one of 8 characters that are, the most popular characters from the board game, play as them and solve the mystery. I'm unsure if there's multiple paths or different endings or what kind of replayability is. That would make sense to me, given how the board game operated in that regard, but I don't know. It also looks to be kind of spooky and scary, which, I mean, good luck. Look, I've got an iron constitution. It's gonna take a little bit more than a jump scare or some blood or some gore to get me frightened. Next up is the mysterious Balan WonderWORLD, a creation from Yuji Naka, a name you may be unfamiliar with, but certainly you know of his games. Do these ring a bell? Sonic the Hedgehog? Phantasy Star? Nights into Dreams? That's the guy. The main programmer and designer for those games has made a new game in partnership with Square Enix called Balan WonderWORLD. I want to like this game. I really do, but I have some serious reservations. I know he's a gaming genius. I respect his stuff immensely, especially Nights into Dreams, a fantastic Sega Saturn game. Something about this one just looks a little dated and a little unfun. Games have progressed since that, I feel, quite a bit. This one doesn't really seem to be doing anything I haven't seen before. That being said, it does have one notable feature where you can jump into different kind of costumes, like werewolves and fire hydrants and, oh man. I don't know. I want this game to be good, but I think my money's probably gonna go somewhere else. I hope the reviews come in and they're like, this game's amazing, can't miss, it's fantastic. And we want to personally point out that Premiere 2 is a big idiot and he slept on it because he's stupid and can't see good games. That's what I hope it says, because all the action is here. Our next game hardly needs no introduction. It's Scandal in the Spotlight, brought to you by Voltage Inc., who also made the mega hit Kissed by the Baddest Bitters and Our Two-Bedroom Story. In this game, you play as a female who's been hired as a songwriter for 5 legendary pop stars. Now, the actual point of the game is to go on many different dates of varying intrigue and sexual tension. It's surprising me that it came out at the tail end of winter, but I guess it's just enough to warm up your loins or your heart. Whatever you desire. Now, in this game, there are 5 different men to choose from as you progress through the game. They are Kyohei Rikudo, egotistic and sexy. Iori Injo, sadistic, twisted prince, that's bad. Kota Igarashi, capricious, sour, yet sweet. Nagito Aoshima, predatory and dirty-minded, what a bastard. And Takashi Ninagawa, quiet and mysterious. Some interesting terms to describe them. I guess if I had 2 words to describe myself, I would probably say rat-like and cunning. What about you? What are your words? Or do you choose to pursue those? Let me know in the comment section below, or you can just pick up the game coming out this week on Nintendo Switch. There's your Premiere Picks of the Week. Now, I already know you guys chose Scandal in the Spotlight, so let me know what 2 adjectives best describe you. As for the games, I think it's between Monster Hunter Rise and, surprisingly, Kaze and the Wild Masks. I have high expectations for both of those games, and I'm very curious to see if Monster Hunter Rise can match the success of World. Monster Hunter World, for those who don't know it, is the best-selling Capcom game of all time. More than Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Mega Man, any of them. Can this game on the Nintendo Switch capture the same success? That's what I'm curious about. Well, we already know that I'm going to have the same success next week, bringing you 5 more amazing games. So make sure you tune in, hit that little bell that lets you subscribe and get notifications, and look for me on Twitch TV/Premiere2. And I'll see you next week. I've got an iron constitution. It's going to take a little bit more than a jump scare or some blood or some gore to get me frightened.
I've got an iron constitution.